It says I am live, but I cannot see myself. So if someone can please let me know if they can see and hear me. I am attempting to go live from my YouTube, my Facebook profile, my Facebook group, the Work From Anywhere movement, as well as the Facebook page, the Work From Anywhere movement. So if you could, I'm using StreamYard, which is something that I have not used in a long time. I've never used it without the assistance of my marketing guy, which I don't have today. So I'm hoping that this is going through. Let me know in the chat if you are catching the replay or if you are on live. Okay, good. I see myself. Yeah, so I wanted to jump on really quickly today to do a quick deep dive into the TC Biz Accelerator Vault. I created this bundle for you guys for a couple of reasons. I have a signature program, the TC Playbook, which is a hybrid mentorship program that includes not only easy to follow modules for you to do on your own pace, but it also includes live coaching from myself once a month, as well as access to a private students only group. So that is my signature program. It's typically $997. In this economy where a dozen of eggs can make or break somebody, I knew that this year for Black Friday, I wanted to do something different than my normal $200 off. That's just not enough right now, right? So I wanted to give back and give something special to those that have been following me for a while and kind of on the fence about launching their TC business due to cost. So this bundle that I've created, the TC Business Accelerator Vault, will give you the business in a bag. It's entirely self-led. There are 5 modules, and I want to do a deep dive today to let you know what's included. Feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. So I wanted to see the chat. Okay, here's show the chat. Okay, please let me know if you guys can hear me. I think you can. Okay, good. All right, so I think you guys can hear me. So let's go ahead and get started on this deep dive. So again, the TC Biz Accelerator was created um, to have an opportunity to launch your TC business quickly and in time for the new year. So in this package, you'll have access to everything that you'll need to launch your business, as well as all of my checklists and worksheets and things like that to set up your back office. So let's get started. The first, this TC Business Accelerator is based off of my Blitz method. So Blitz stands for branding, legitimizing, imagination to manifestation, tools and techniques, and systems. So with that, you have pretty much, once you've gone through everything and completed the actual action items, your business will be launched. At the end of each module, there is an action for you to do, leading you to having a full TC business. So on the branding side, I'm going to try to share my screen. I don't really know what I'm doing using this program. Let's see if I can find it. Also, let me know where you're checking in from in the comments. Let me know if you're catching the live or the replay. All right, so share screen. Let me see here. 1 second. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Just give me 1 second. While you're waiting, let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know if you've already purchased the TC Biz Accelerator. If you have, thank you. Um, and also let me know if you have any questions about the program. Okay. All right. Everything you need to know. Okay, share. Okay, guys. So I'm sharing the sales page so that you guys can kind of see what's included here. I'm just refreshing my screen to make sure you guys can see that. Okay, hopefully you guys can see it. So, all right, so the first thing that we go over on module one is going to be all about branding your business to last. And last stands for, um, I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see my screen. And I'm putting my notes here because I get a brain fart when I'm up here live. But so branding built to last. Last is your look, your audience, your slogan, and tone. So we go over, what your vision is for your business and how to best accomplish that vision. So meaning, this is your baby. Having a business or launching a business is like birthing a baby. So, you know, everything is in a name, so what are you going to name your business? But in order to do that, you kind of have to have a vision of how you see your business. So I personally don't spend, I mean, we go over this in training, but I also caution about spending too much time on your logo and on your business colors and things like that. This is an online e-commerce business, meaning that we are not tied into a particular logo or color. I change my colors all the time. So I don't like for new people who haven't made any money in the business yet to focus on that. What I find is that a lot of students will focus on things like business colors and fonts and logos, and those are not income producing activities. Those aren't going to make you any money. Overall, I recommend that you focus on the macro of your business, meaning who are you going to help and how do you want to show up for them in your business. So that is more of a macro level than focusing on colors and fonts and things like that. So with that, when you're thinking about that, you also want to think about your ideal client. What types of things, what does their branding look like? So like I know that you look at a lot, if you Google ideal client, there'll be all these worksheets and things like that that will have you asking yourself, well, what is my ideal client? Where do they shop? What do they like? And things like that. Whereas I recommend that you actually go and follow your ideal clients. Go to social media, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to some of these agent groups and find out what your ideal client, what does their marketing look like? And kind of fashion your messaging and your look around that as well, because like attracts like. I'm not saying copy, but I'm just saying the overall vibe, the overall look. Think about who your audience is, and your ideal client and your target audience is not only going to be real estate agents. The real estate agent is who we help, but there are so many real estate adjacent industries and people that you'll find on social media and in the phone book or whatever locally that will also help you grow your business because their ideal clients are real estate agents as well. So think about that with your messaging. What who do when you're thinking about your messaging, you want to think about who you help, how you help, what makes you different in the way that you help. What do you help them do? The messaging for any real estate agent's main concern is going to be making more money. So being able to focus on income producing activities, and their other ideal concern is time freedom, having enough time to do everything. And usually paperwork is something that will hold them back. So think about those things. When you're thinking about your messaging and your audience, also think about the characteristics of typical real estate agents. Typical real estate agents um, are movers and shakers. They like to be client facing. They like to be out in the streets. Going to networking events. Things, those things light them up and energize them. So paperwork does not. So think about that when you're thinking about your messaging and how you give them the opportunity to do the things that light them up, versus the things that bring them down. Um, so that is kind of some of the discussions that we have in branding built to last, which is module 1. At the end of that module, you would have identified your target audience. You would have identified how to reach those people, tips on how to attract those people. You would have your business name. You will have you'll understand, kind of the direction that you're going to go with your marketing. Okay. So, module 2. Again, if you are just joining me, please make sure that you let me know in the comments. If you're live, say hi. If you're catching a replay, do hashtag replay. If you have any questions about what I'm going over, put them in the chat and I'll try to answer them before I finish this live. All right, so module 2 is all about legal stuff, legitimizing your business. So if you guys have never launched a business before, this will be helpful to you. This module is about understanding your business structure. How do you want your business to be taxed? I'm a firm believer of treating your business like a business from day one. Setting up a business bank account. What are the things that you need in order to do that? What are the things that you need in your state in order to register your business? What happens first? The first thing you want to name your business. The second thing you want to register your business. Or the second thing is you want to identify how you want your business structured, whether that's going to be an LLC, etc. Get with your CPA on that to figure out how you want your business structured legally, and then register your business with your state. And then after that, get an EIN number. And then after that, set up your business bank account. So we go deeply into that in module 2. Module 3 is all about vision, as I mentioned before. This is a step that so many people want to gloss over or skip over, and you really cannot. Having the wrong mindset or not having a business mindset can really break your business. So, getting clear on your vision, understanding how to set SMART goals, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals in your business. When I started writing down my SMART goals, things started to move in my business. Establishing income goals, understanding how much money you actually can make in this business. Some of my students have made, I had one student who in the month of May made over $20,000. She had 56 contracts that month. She was one of my students. She learned everything from this course. She had no previous experience. She has a day job, and she was able to make that kind of money in May. Not to mention the other months she's doing well, but that was her highest month to date. So find out how much money you can expect to make as a TC and actually set income goals. Typically when you set goals, that is the fuel that you need to light the fire to do what you need to do every day. That's what dictates your day and how you move, right? Tips to reset your mindset and think like a boss. Understand that self-employed is not the end all be all. There are other levels to this, and you can reach those as a TC business owner. Okay. Module 4. Module 4 is where we get into the nuts and the bolts. Okay. So, module 4, we go over the anatomy of a real estate contract. Now, if you're already in real estate or have some real estate experience, you may understand contracts or may have had some closings. But there's a certain way that you have to look at a contract through a TC's eyes when you receive a contract. Okay. So as a TC, these are the things that we're looking for. These are the things that we're tracking. These are the things that we're adding to our task list. Um, that, these are the emails that we need to send out based off of what's in this contract. Understanding the contract to close process. This is for those who don't have that much experience in real estate with the closing. Typically a closing period is about 30 to 45 days. So with that, and about 90% of the contracts you receive, the buyers will be getting some kind of financing. All of the contracts will need to have a clear title. So there are things within the contract, I don't care what market you're in, there are things that are going to be in the contract based off of those two major things that have to be tracked. So in order to get to a clear title, the title company has to send the title to the title examiner. There's a date that comes back. In order to have a loan, the lender has to order an appraisal, amongst other things. The lender has to send the file to underwriting. So every step reaching up to that goal, we have stop gaps in place as TCs to make sure that we're tracking those and everything is on track. Our job is to get ahead of anything that could delay or derail a file. Okay. So our task lists reflect that. And that's how we help our agents. Our agents, to them, we are godsends because we are helping them track those dates. The real estate lingo, that's the real estate jargon journal. If you're brand new in real estate, there are certain um, there are certain acronyms and things like that, whether it's TRID or a CD or a DA or, ITCA. Like there are so many acronyms. And I want my students to be able to come out of this course with a live or a living real estate jargon journal that gets updated as new acronyms are created, but so that they're not green when they start. Okay, so that's what that's for. Most common real estate forms, addendums, amendments, commission agreements, um, brokerage agreements. These things are typically required um, to the client's broker in order to be compliant. So, we kind of go over what you can expect with regards to the kind of forms you might see, what you can expect to have to do with those forms, and things like that. The broker compliance process or the broker compliance piece, how that normally looks. So this is all, again, about techniques and processes. When you come out of Module 4, you will have a really good idea of where certain things occur, when certain things occur in the contract to close process. Module 5 is all about systems. So we have establishing your CAS, that stands for Client Attraction Systems and Techniques, where we give ideas that work on how to attract your ideal client. Techniques, part of that client attraction is, for instance, how to set up a discovery call and how to automate that. So I have techniques and instructions on how to automate those discovery calls so that people can schedule a call with you any time of day, based off of your schedule. How to establish systems for onboarding new clients and new transactions. So after the discovery call, there has to be a way to onboard clients. So I give you my best practices on how to create a semi-automatic onboarding system where the client will never not know what is coming next. A part of what is the easiest way to kind of lose clients is unmet expectations. So I believe in having systems that are easily explainable where a client will know what they can expect from you. Okay. Onboarding system for new transactions. When a client sends you a new contract, what do you do immediately to onboard that new transaction? What systems do you use? There are free systems and there are paid systems that are still very inexpensive. So we go over that. Um, and then just tips to automate your business further, and then obviously scale from that. But this is an introductory course on launching your TC business, getting it launched, getting started. Getting started is everything. So there are so many people that have procrastinated and procrastinated. All you have to do is start, right? Everything else will come, with time. But if you understand the basics, if you have your back office set up, there's no reason why you would not be able to be successful and have a successful launch. So that is, let me make sure that's everything that I had today. Um, does anybody have any questions? Let's see, I see comments here. Um, okay, somebody says, good evening, catching me live. Hello, hello. I can't see your name. It just says Facebook user. But thank you for being on with me. Does anybody, I see there's a few people live with me right now. I hope that I was able to answer. Oh, so about this program. So this TC Biz Accelerator Vault has a value of $599. So if you were to buy it outside of today, Black Friday special, it will be $599. But I am doing this today for $99. Hey, April. $99 for today. I've never done a deal this deep where I created this. I normally just take some money off of my signature program, which is the TC Playbook. The signature program has this, but it also has live access to me as your coach, as well as private Facebook group just for students. So this one does not include that, but normally I just take a couple of $100s off of that one. But I was just feeling like this particular season for so many people are looking for an opportunity to launch a business, but they may not have, or may not, it just may not be something that they feel is feasible or want to do right now in this season, to pay almost $800 for mentoring right now. And I get it, like we want what we want. So anyway, I wanted to create something that would be helpful to get you started for an amazing price. Oh, the first 50 people that enroll, and we're almost there, the first 50 people that enroll will get a live group goal planning session with me December 14th, I think is the date. So you'll have me live to go over this as a companion, or to go as a companion to the course, and you can bring your questions and we can actually maybe do a workshop to really accelerate getting your business started. So that's for the first 50 people that enroll. And then the first 100 people, we're going to cap this at 100. So if you guys don't have any more questions, please go ahead and enroll. If this is something that you have been thinking about doing, I suggest that you do it as soon as possible today before this ends, because I don't know if and when I'll ever be offering it at this price again. So I'm going to put this link in the chat. Let me see if it'll go through. You guys can sign up using the link. You just go to enroll now and you're going to put in Black Friday for the coupon code. So just put in Black Friday and click apply, and it'll take $500 off, guys. You do not want to miss this, because again, I've never created a program like this at a price like this. So make sure you join. If you guys are catching a replay and you have questions before midnight tonight, put them in the chat and I will get them answered for you so that you can make your decision, okay? And stop procrastinating. So anyway, if there aren't any more questions, I will catch y'all later, and I'll see you inside of the TC Biz Accelerator Vault. Thank you guys for joining me. Bye.